Everybody, welcome back to this week's Aaron. Last week we saw the wrong characteristics of Korah and why he rebelled against Moses to seek power and authority. So due to this, he corrupted 250 Israel leaders along with him. God already proved his choice about Moses though, and why he picked him. And where it's actually earlier on in the story where his brother Aaron and his sister Miriam turned out against him, and Aaron and Miriam rebelled against Moses. And we can read this in Numbers 12th chapter. So let's read about this. Okay, so now we read Numbers 12th chapter. It says, Miriam and Aaron spoke against Moses because of the Cushite woman who he had married, for he had married a Cushite woman. And then he said, has the Lord indeed spoke only through Moses? Has he not spoken through us also? And the Lord heard it. Here we can see how both Miriam and Aaron stick together against Moses in his actions, since he married a Gentile woman. But it shows that the spirit of jealousy against their brother, because God is always leading them by Moses. Not only them, but all the Israelites used to murmur against Moses. And they will stop for some time after they see some miracles from God through Moses. Then after this will happen, they'll continue. It's like a pattern for Israelites. And here in the first and second verse in the 12th chapter, we can see he asked the same question what Korah asked against Moses. Here, has he only spoke through you? And this is a sinful nature. As we can see here, God can hear everyone. And this verse confirms he has heard it. Not only he can hear, he can see our heart, and everything is transparent before him. So, only through God's actions we can find out which is right and wrong. And he is the judge always, the right judge. And so we studied about Cain's. Also, we studied this in the Cain and Balaam's life experience as well. So now we see that what God says about Moses in the 3rd verse. So let's read that. It says, now the man Moses was very meek, more than all the people who are on the face of the earth. Yes, so he is so humble and polite. And even in a situation when God wants to destroy his whole situation, whole Israelites, he wants to destroy them all. Because of the sinful nature during the golden calf, and to bring the new nation from Moses, he uses to pray for them and to put his life up for them instead of God, and always protect the Israelites, those who murmur against him. Even here, he never argued with them back. Rather, he let God to involve and surrender himself to God. And now we can read 4-7 about what it says about Miriam and Moses. So it says in 4th verse, and suddenly the Lord said to Moses, to Aaron and Miriam, come out, you three, to the tent of the meeting. And then 3 came out. So next we can read the 5th verse, which says, and the Lord came down in a pillar of cloud and stood at the entrance of the tent and called for Aaron and Miriam. And they both came forward. And he said, hear my words. If there is a prophet among you, the Lord will make himself known to him in a vision. I speak with him in a dream. Not so with my servant Moses. He is faithful in all my house. Then we can read 8-9 as well, where it says, with him I speak mouth to mouth clearly, and not in riddles, and he beholds the form of the Lord. Why then you are not afraid to speak against my servant Moses? And the anger of the Lord was kindled against them, and he departed. So we'll understand more about what we've just read about in next week's video. But what we can try to see is God is explaining to Miriam and Aaron why he chose Moses and why this communication happened. But we'll go into more detail about this next week. So see you then. Bye.